out bare tracks with a gang. Catch that for the gram, snap that for the man. These dudes do the most, no money in the hand. I ain't never had to feel away. Rhyme steady and they feel the way. Occupation make it either way. Never worry cause I can. Back chat from the whack gang. Took charge when they sack man. Passport when a milestone. Make space when the bags land. This must be a daydream. Max got me the mad plan.
And we're here with the decider between TeamOne and Nouns. One of these teams will move into the final, the grand final of this qualifier. Is it still a grand final if it's a qualifier?
Yeah.
The last matchup of this qualifier. The other team will move down to the lower bracket, still get another chance for a rematch. IDK going to take the initiative here, fighting in towards the apartments. He spotted players. They want to set up a double peek, a double swing, and MarKE be tripping on into it, but he suspects something. Shenanigans. I'm not seeing anybody, which means they're doing something a little weird here. Decent instincts. He's being baited in. He won't take the bait just yet. Also, the patience of a saint, but that's exactly what MarKE was waiting for. His spidey sense was tingling. He said, this is too easy. IDK would definitely be swinging me if he was alone. So, he doesn't take the bait. He gets the kill. He might just get the next one as well. A duel with IDK. Ooh, eventually does bring it through, and they were planning to go in towards A, but MarKE's killed everybody on B. They might just rotate the bomb. MarKE's presumably coming to get the bomb out of there, and indeed they're going to. Cynic is backing away. They've got control of jungle. This is such an ideal situation. If the bomb can get through, uncontested, and Maluk, oh, too late, can't do it. This is still such a great spot. Even losing the player towards Palace. Bomb's going to go down. Rotations are going to be on. They're going to be completely out of position, and Carson might be about to catch them in towards mid. He spotted the one. He knows they're there. He slowed them down at the very least, and they know both players are coming from Catwalk. It's a time game here. There is a kit. There is a smoke as well. Cynic around the pillar, and Carson's making a risky rotate all the way through, trusting that his teammates can do enough to stall this out. And, well, he's absolutely correct. MarKE takes his 4th kill of the pistol.
MarKE was very quiet on Inferno despite Nouns performing exceptionally well. It was more B-Wills and Cynic taking care of business there. MarKE's almost got half of his frag total in Inferno in only this first round of play on Mirage. And last time he was here, just a few hours ago, he had 27 frags and a 1.72 rating along with 107.6 ADR. So this is the man to look for on the Nouns esports side. But ooh, that's a chonky nade thrown by TeamOne. And to note, both teams, Mike, love this map. I mean, it is their bread and butter. On TeamOne's side, 11 games played here over the last 3 months, 9 wins, only 2 losses, and a plus 77 round differential. And over on Nouns, they've played it 15 times over the last 3 months, 12 wins, only 3 losses, and a plus 69 round differential.
Nice.
Nice.
Basadalo coming looking. Oh, the old inspect from Carson. But don't worry. Maybe admiring his skin. He's just as lethal.
Of all the players, I think he inspects his gun more than anyone else at the UCL
Someone did
level.
this stat breakdown of an event of like how many times players pressed inspect. Well, this is spicy. Malbs. Oh, Malbs strikes. TRK strikes as well. The trap's been revealed. But the trap, well, it was all right. It wasn't that good. Problem is everyone else died in the meantime. It's still a nice setup, right? But it's sort of each player gets one out of it. Not going to be a complete tilt of the scale.
What are these stats you were hearing about, Mike? Oh, the inspect stats.
I don't remember. Somebody did a breakdown of who inspected most at a tier 1 tournament, but I have no clue or memory of who it was.
All right.
But in Challenger League, it just might be Carson. Goodbye, Malbs. No inspects for you. Can't inspect things. Dead. Positioning not going to be ideal. MarKE might get caught. He seems to have a weird inkling that pace is already close up.
And Cynic's the one to get it with the MAC-10. And he finds the last one, too. That is 1,800 smackaroos in Cynic's pocket. And 3-0 in favor of Nouns. This is a very hot start for them. And back to their usual fast pace of play.
Here we go. Producer Jake's in with the kit. with the news. This was a blog about skin lovers who press the most inspect keys. It must have been an old tournament because Vanity's on it.
Wow,
so this is a while ago. But the top three in 2020 were apparently Electronic, Vanity, and Hunter.
Okay.
So there you go.
Yeah, I'd definitely be at the top of that list. I do like...
A lot of inspects they had. Ooh, nice kill from Carson. That's a big one. That opens this round back up. It was looking good for one, but they couldn't gain the positioning, so they still give up mid. And an even exchange here actually definitely favors the T's, especially with Carson's new positioning here towards jungle. They may not realize he's gotten through the choke point here, and this could be very dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
TRK is going to have to pull up a big play because Carson's going to control the rotation from his teammates. Question is, does Carson try and go through the murder hole? Because IDK is looking for this exact play. Oh, they're looking for each other. They just deleted the B player, so that's a huge find from IDK. That keeps this round in doubt. If he dies there, it's over. Mobs is saving.
But IDK down to only 11 HP. Ugh, yeah, it's going to be tough. I think they're going to try for it, obviously. Mobs wants to have a peek towards Cat at the very least.
They just spotted him. He's rumbled. He's rumbled.
Oh, yeah, that's not good news.
Mobs, though, gets the quick kill. Now they're in. They know where the last player is, in towards apartments. Mobs is trying to hold for CJ. Molotov might just finish it. If the Molotov goes down to the bomb, there's nothing they can do. Oh, no, they do have a smoke. They do have a smoke. They need IDK to get around in time just to get the smoke on. He's throwing it. He's throwing the molly. No, that's not what they need right now, and they've got enough time. It's a full 10-second. I think he's just got it. It's going to be a squeaker, John. I'm puckered.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, and just in the nick of time, Mobs get that through.
Wow.
IDK throwing that Molotov instead of the smoke first actually could have been the difference between winning and losing. It almost was.
That's wild. They do get it at the very least, and it is the first round on the board for TeamOne. Nouns, I mean, had the advantage, but I guess they got a little too antsy trying to hunt that frag, and, well, I mean, Mobs just had a good shot, to be honest with you. It made it a 2v1, and CJ's position being known helped out a lot. Cynic and Carson are lining up here towards the T-ramp. TeamOne got the big green out in Maluk's hands. And Nouns just look like just want to take the fights here towards A. They're not really using much util. Here it comes now. Really, it's a little late. Yeah.
They went out dry. Now they're throwing some stuff, but there's counter util coming through, creating some pockets on the site for them to play around. And actually, Nouns having shown face, they're just going to leave. This was a really committed fake. I think trying to kill the ticket player and then seeing what they're going to do based on it. I mean, they do damage. They bait out a ton of the CT utility as well. TeamOne on the back foot. IDK's got the bulk of the remaining util, and he's tucked in ladder, which is just genuinely not a position you can deploy much of it on until the retake comes through, right?
Right. Yeah, it's a tough spot. He's got one smoke already thrown, and that's the last smoke available to TeamOne. I think that was actually a pretty decent fake from Nouns, right? Trying to make it seem like they're going to come out towards the ramp, throwing some util afterwards, and then falling back towards this B site, which was softer, but now IDK has joined TRK, so not anymore. TRK misses the shot, though. He has to fall off. He's trying to attract attention so IDK has a chance, but the flashes are good. TRK, though, still alive, gets the 2K. Carson can't do anything either, and it's all up to B-Wills and MarKE. B-Wills slips through the site, gets one, but he's the last one standing. He still manages to get the second, flicks around, but can't find the last. Maluk saves the day for TeamOne.
Almost brilliant there. Yeah. Carson not realizing the van player was in, thinking his teammates would take him down. That actually almost cost him entirely. So that's a big find for TeamOne. The money without the bomb plan is going to be very brittle over on the Noun side. TeamOne starting to get their feet onto them a little bit. It's definitely still a little touch and go. We're not out of the weeds of these first few rounds just yet. That's getting pretty spicy. So we have an update on the other series, the lower bracket series. Vendetta took map 2 22-20. So it's now gone to a third map between Vendetta and Strife. Showing the distance. They're running even later than we are.
I mean, just goes to show you how closely matched all these teams are. Except for that first series. But even the first series, right, where TeamOne 2-0'd, it was really close. What were the scores again? It was 16-12 on Nuke and 16-14 on Inferno, Mike. Yeah, it was very, very tightly contested against Strife.
That nade's gonna be good. Oof. Big ol' red chunks. They push through. B-Wills gets one, traded. Not a bad effort with the Galil, frankly, and now they know there's a player over towards ramp. Do they want to contest this? They don't, apparently. 55 seconds on the clock. They sent the bomb back up top mid, but it wants to go catwalk. Having not seen anything behind that ramp presence, now they're starting to lean towards B, but well, this could still be a cancel out. Oh, never mind. Did they clear TRK's spot? Oh my goodness.
Again.
Both apartments players snatched in a moment. Maluk on the scene as well. Carson, he's gonna get that kill. Had to break the vent to go through, but Maluk wasn't close enough to hear it. And now pressure's on. TRK at the back of the site. He's isolated for the time being. They've got him in a 2v1. They need pressure on. They know he's stuck here at the bench. They've got one. They're swinging for it, and they've got the kill. Nice adjustment coming through. Kill comes through from Malbs, and he's just too lethal. He's just too lethal.
Oh, goodness, Malbs again. He's coming through in the clutch. 1v2 this time, and he seals the deal, closes the door on Nouns in that B site. Honestly, TRK's really been a thorn in their side in the early goings here towards that van position. He continues to wreak havoc and keep Nouns at bay long enough for reinforcements to come in. And man, what a play from Malbs. All right, we're tied up again, 3-3. Pistols only here for Nouns. It's going to be 4 Deagles and a P250. They do have armor on Cynic, so should he be alive when a rifle goes down on the ground? If it does, he'll likely get dropped his way. Nade sails on forward. That is a lot of util being expended on TeamOne side, and I mean, there isn't much for Nouns to work with. In fact, only one smoke that is in CJ's hands. A site feels like the final destination here for Nouns. They've already pretty much committed. Oh no, they dropped the bomb behind them, so maybe not. Oh, what a shot from MarKE!
Oh my goodness, the op peeking in, but of course it's a MarKE man on the other side, and that's lethal. Basically gonna pick up a big green, or big orange as it is in this place, and Carson will hit that nade with a little header. Fortunately, you can't bounce them back, Carson. It's not a mechanic they've added just yet. That's for the Pong/CS crossover. Now plays coming in towards mid. Pressing down. Alongside Carson. They've got the pressure. They've got the first, but can Malbs be traded? Pressure's on. He's overwhelmed. Yes. That is well worth the sacrifice of one pistol player, and the op unscopes at the worst time, splits the difference, and dies to both. IDK won at least, but his health is so low. Body shots will do him, and the bomb's now ticking away, so life is getting worse. CJ wants to play this out. He knows he has him. Dead to rights. The chase in is good, but it's all up to TRK. Long range with an MP9. 2 targets to find, and the rifle is better. A pistol round snatched away, stolen from TeamOne.
That's just pistol upgrades. They didn't even have armor. That is only one player with armor, right? That's just rough for TeamOne because Nouns build up a heck of economy going into this round. They're going to be able to get the op back up, 4 AKs, full util. This is fantastic news for Nouns and terrible news for TeamOne because they're going to have to force up and they only have 2 5.7s, 3 Deagles, a little bit of util. That's it. So CJ gonna be running through here. Maybe Maluk can catch him off if CJ doesn't clear out connector fully. And he actually backs off, which is the right idea because there were a couple of players that could have made his life very difficult since he didn't really have enough support going for that push. Very cautious Nouns squad here, and for good reason, because that can happen. The Deagle's delivering the blows on the other side now as IDK hits the Wandeeg onto CJ.
I'm hoping for a little bit of that Deag magic coming back the other way. A little pistol juice. Sauce. IDK being made into sauce. Bolognese. Oh, footsteps here. Maluk knows. Maluk knows. Maluk knows. MarKE knows. And MarKE always knows. And it's got a 27 different senses. And he's just going to keep on killing. That is ruthless from Cynic. All on the shoulders of Malbs. Just down to 10 HP. And he's done for. MarKE just putting an exclamation point on that round. Saying, I was never in doubt. Never in doubt. Not even a concern.
Absolutely. I think if you're looking at the most consistent player so far throughout this series, it has been Cynic. I mean, he started off on Nuke and all the way through to here has been very dangerous on the Nouns esports side. In fact, it started even before this series, right? Going back to the previous one against Vendetta.
Absolutely. So
man, he is razor sharp with that op right now. Carson.
You see the foot?
I think he did.
Well, I thought he did, but he did not. Unfortunately for Maluk, IDK's flash caught him as well. Otherwise, that would have been a great push.
Oh, that's bad. That's bad.
Isolated just to 1, but they cleared out the A site, and meanwhile, they were just taking B. CJ was supposed to be a distraction. Instead, he's the lethality. Where'd that ball go? Cynic says, huh? He's got the bomb. He's got the bomb.
They should be okay. It's just TRK
Especially
got the
if they
AK.
hit each other with the smoke. Little bit bop boop. Little bit bop 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 bop. TRK is gonna save the AK.
Maybe.
Little wham bam here, John.
I think they're going to chase pretty aggressively here, given the economy.
What is that? Hold on. Let's see if CJ breaks out his knife again. Just looks like a purple-handled box cutter.
Is it the ultraviolet Ursus?
Sure. I know what
I
that
didn't get a
is.
chance to see it.
I know what those words mean. The words that you said, they mean something to me, and they're not just words.
Okay.
Hold on. Hold on.
If they win the round, I'm sure he'll switch to it.
TRK about to be a dead
I
man.
mean, by killing him.
And there it is. All right, knife.
Where's the knife? Come on,
Can't
CJ.
get- He's trying to get the AK.
No, he's just doing the BM.
No, he wanted
trying
the
to
AK.
get
He was trying to shoot it
right.
off the ledge.
Yes, it is the ultraviolet Ursus knife.
Yeah, so it's like a purple box cutter.
Stat track, too.
Wow.
Wow.
Wait, is the little like etched numbers on it? That's the stat track?
Yes. A lot of people don't
Oh.
like the stat. That's why stat track knives don't typically go for a lot more than the regular ones, because a lot of people don't like the fact that it's etched into the knife itself and feel that it like ruins the value or the look of it.
I think it looks sick.
Yeah.
Luke,
Depends on the person.
it's a banger. It's a ripper. If you have a stat track knife that you don't like, give it to me. DM me on Twitter. I'll take
No,
it.
they're still valuable, just not additional value.
John, let the people give me their knives. I will relieve them of their burdens, and Pesadelo relieve them of their thoughts. Merciless round here for TeamOne. Explosive play in towards mid is
What?
just
Again?
checked.
Is
And
Cynic-
again, someone loaded Cynics up with blanks. My guy cannot hit right now.
What a weird round that was. Yeah, just TeamOne deleting Nouns and then Cynic's op just not connecting for a second time. The first one I was like, I don't know, that might have been a miss, but that one there, oof, that looked dead on to me. Oh well, still Nouns have the edge and had the money to absorb that round loss. Look at Maluk go. He's going for the aggressive play right out of the window. Into mid and decides that, well, he doesn't want to stick around too long. And backs into connector.
This is set up to be a pretty straightforward B play based on the fact that they have no presence anywhere else on the map. So TRK about to have his hands full. IDK close for support. Not phenomenal utility. Some utility for sure. And they're coming sailing out. First player checked. IDK here and time. And okay, IDK. A shooting gallery right now. TRK hasn't even had to get involved. Reinforcements are close at hand. TRK, I don't think realizes someone's in van just yet, but that's okay because there isn't someone in van just yet, so he's fine.
Now there is.
Now there is.
The last one. And,
A little bit late. And that's a
clinical.
4K.
It's just a clinical dismantling of Nouns. That was a buy-up for Nouns. It didn't feel like it. That felt like an eco, but they had rifles across the board.
They just never shot back.
No, not at all. TeamOne had the perfect read and positioning to deny any space.
And that's the problem. There wasn't utility coming onto the site, right? There wasn't much of anything going on, right? Because if you have a get right smoke or something along those lines, that cat player can't just bail out TRK from the window. So because of that lack of utility, because of nothing connecting, IDK just has a shooting gallery and he's up for it. Speaking of IDK, ooh, there's another one. There's another two. Looking for the third. Knows where CJ got to. Utility sailing out, trying to make use of that before he's goner. And that sets up TRK beautifully, and this is another round that's basically claimed. MarKE, though. MarKE poses some questions. He always does. Always finds a way. He has split the gap. He split the difference between them. Come back in towards CT. Isolates out a fight. He's got that. Now it's down to the 1v1. Neither of them has any health. So it's going to be one bullet to win it. One bullet to win it. Body shots, toe shots, good enough now.
Are there any nades on the ground here for MarKE to get?
We're playing real life rules now.
Yeah.
IDK coming out with the touch, coming out with the face, and he's got the first shot. Had the read, had the timing. IDK brings it home.
Wow. Another crazy round, but TeamOne has gone on a little run for themselves now, and we're tied up once more after the 3-round win streak. And they've also tapped out the economy of Nouns Esports. So Nouns looks like they might upgrade their pistols, maybe get some body armor, but that's about it going into this round. That said, I mean, it has been enough in the past to come out with victory against TeamOne. Carson's going to take a bit of util damage down to 66. Oh, Pesa thinks better of going up towards Mix. I think you heard the footsteps. Only gets one. Traded out. There's an A4 on the ground, and it looks like Nouns want to try and get in here quickly. malbsMd settling things down with the util and the bullets. Cynic and B-Wills kind of caught out. And yeah, it's only Cynic left. Maybe he'll get one, but that's it.
That is all she wrote. And at this point, the CT economy is pliable enough that that one's not going to be a catastrophe. So, great recovery here from TeamOne. It was looking strong for Nouns for a moment, but these last few, it's been all on all day. Been the one and only. Now, they're looking to actually win the half. They can get her done. IDK has exploded these last few rounds. Since that play from the catwalk, right? Just been commanding. Mesa caught out in the open. Those flashbangs not quite giving him the cover, and as he was fumbling with the fast cat hop, no smoke means he is a dead man. Early advantage for Nouns. That one basically a freebie, and the nades will try and reclaim it.
Oof. Is there another one coming in?
That was a real short tosser.
Yeah, that was a missed throw. Because if it hits the mark, Carson could be gone.
Yeah, someone's got a little noodle arm on that one.
Yeah.
Let's just say if they were running the combine this weekend, they would not be getting drafted high.
Hey. Nouns have made their way into those apartments. Flashbang comes in.
Huh. Interesting choice. Coming out 2 mollies into that angle. MarKE! F1 race car peak right now. He's getting ready on the start lines in Bahrain, and he's right in there. Oh my goodness. That's a real quick twitch start. The lights went out, and MarKE killed 3, and the round is over.
Yeah, MarKE's just about doubled his performance on the previous map. He's like, okay, well, that was a slow map for me. Let's start to play some Counter-Strike again. And wow,
I mean,
explosive.
after that one, I think he just got a Ferrari contract.
Yeah.
Move over, Leclerc. He's in.
Hey. MarKE already on pace to outdo his previous performance on Mirage, which was 27 frags. I mean, if he keeps this up, he'll be at 35 or more.
For now, I think he'll take 19.
Oh, absolutely.
It's stupid good. Stupid good.
15th and final round of play here in this first half, which has been back and forth, as we expected, given how good both of these teams are here on Mirage. Maluk's got the op back in his hands, and they're doing some juggling around of the guns, creative economy, in order to get this result. 3 A1Ss, a FAMAS, and the op. over on Nouns. Well, they've got all the money they could need. So, yep, it's a full-on buy again for AKs and the op on their side. malbsMd waiting here on the A site. Only a couple of players here. In fact, TRK, excuse me, not TRK, malbs is pushed into Palace on balcony.
Double push over on this side. TRK deleted. MarKE was waiting for it. He said, all right, last round I was the race car. This round, I'm the wall. Be like MarKE. Flow between different states. MarKE has mastered the Tao of Counter-Strike. Be simultaneously the wide swing king and also the angle goblin. The ultimates and everything. Be MarKE.
I'm surprised to see no support going in towards that B side for one. I mean, obviously they have a lot of confidence in IDK the way he's playing right now, but need to be careful they don't get caught out here. A smoke connector could be problematic, but it doesn't come through. malbsMd hits the shot onto Cynic and evens out the numbers at a 4v4, and it feels like Nouns are not even going to go anywhere near B because all four players are lined up to go and get this A side under their control. CJ hits one, malbsMd trades it back again, and then MarKE makes it even better by dropping Pesa. 3v2.
That was huge. Now it is the full pressure on malbsMd. They're headed his way. He gets the reload on. That could have been a round winner. That one went a little wide, but malbsMd still doing it. And IDK will finish off the last. A 4K for the veteran to send us to the halftime break.
I don't see no competition. Come with us, you know we in it. You on the wrong side if you try to win. You on the wrong side if you try to win. You on the wrong side if you try to win.
Run 'em up, run 'em up. I run with some goons, they pulling up. Looking for a problem, ooh, that's us. We get on the field and run 'em up, ayy, run 'em up, run 'em up. I run with some goons, they pulling up. Looking for a problem, ooh, that's us. Yeah. We get on the field and run 'em up,
okay.
ayy.
I can't deny this. I'm still and make you turn over your treasure like a pirate. No, it don't matter what party you part of, you not invited. Yes, I got my goons, but I'm gobbling them entirely. I'm a monster, I'll eat my own just to keep up my diet. You don't wanna get hit with the blade of a chopper. Come around again and no options. Looking at trophies like which one is up for adoption? Felon in love, got no conscience. What in God's name, nothing accomplished. Just a feeling your team is about to be feeling. When I come take everything from you, I'm bombing. My team is hard body, bulletproof chest with a K-bone. We from a planet, the only one that got A's on them. My team got trophies and medals for rolling tanks on them. I'm rocking them Stone Cold Undertaker and Kane, homie.
Run 'em up, run 'em up. I run with some goons, they pulling up. Looking for a problem, ooh, that's us. We get on the field and run 'em up, ayy, run 'em up, run 'em up. I run with some goons, they pulling up. Looking for a problem, ooh, that's us. We get on the field and run 'em up, ayy.
Ain't no breaks, we a 4-5 series. I'm a dog, got that K9 in me. Count the cost, y'all boys worth no pennies. Who else like us? I don't see none any. New girl back in the way. All place that rotate. Y'all seem gon' locate. I ain't catch no win of that. Snap pass and I run it back, and a young man is a running back. Oh, ain't no holding back, so here I go. Gas like BPA, out my way. Play too smart with a GPA. Keep it brief like a black suitcase, and there ain't no time. Hold up, it's too late. Oh man, we ball hog no ham, and I know it ain't fair, but we just do not care, and all y'all staring while we
run 'em up, run 'em up. I run with some goons, they pulling up. Looking for a problem, ooh, that's us. We get on the field and run 'em up, ayy, run 'em up, run 'em up. I run with some goons, they pulling up. Looking for a problem, ooh, that's us. We get on the field and run 'em up, ayy.
Stack it all. One more half is all that separates one of these teams from their spot in the final of this qualifier.
Maybe.
So close to a spot at the Intel Extreme Masters Dallas that they can taste the barbecue, John.
Indeed. But maybe one more half, Mike. We don't know how much further this could go.
We don't talk about that. We don't talk about that. CJ trying to talk about some head taps, but he's not got them. Oh my goodness. They've been swept off. They had great positioning for this take. They had a great lead, and it just doesn't matter because they cannot hit a pistol shot to save their lives on the downside. TeamOne dominating, dismantling that setup, rolling right into the jaws of the beast and making it theirs.
That was something else. Reminiscent of what Nouns did on their pistol round. It was MarKE with 4 to kick things off on their T side. Whew. These T-side pistols and Mirage. Scary stuff. And now Nouns are, well, they're going to force up. Get 3 Deagles, a 5-7, and a Scout. Smoke popped immediately into window, and TeamOne's going to get free control of mid because Nouns don't really have the firepower to challenge here. They're just going to leave 3 players stacked up on the A site, and the Scout is peeking back and forth in towards Cat and mid, and the other 2 are on B, Mike. Nice little potential crossfire at Cat and mid, right? Between the Scout,
with the Scout
and
definitely
MarKE,
to be dangerous.
Right?
A little bit of a tag and bag 'em. Now they know there's a catwalk player, but they probably already had a pretty good idea of this. So Cynic's looking for this head pop. Philly's starting to come over. Presence in towards mid. That nade doesn't do much, but it will soften them up for a body shot. There's Cynic collecting the first head. He's found Maluk. Put some damage down range. That was a collat, actually, and there it goes. Uh-oh. They're in the killing fields right now. This is getting very dangerous. Through the smoke goes one, and the pistols are just too much. CJ's going to take the second. This was a catastrophe for TeamOne. They got stranded out in the open. They got confused. They're going through smokes. They're going into choke points. They're trying to chase kills. They didn't even know where the players were, and now IDK is just desperately trying to figure out how he's going to try and recover this in 30 seconds, and he's not. He's going to save. He's going to tuck and save. Try and get a kill. That's a disastrous result in the second round of a half.
CJ's 5-7 capitalizing on the opportunity. The player just flew out of T-ramp, not even looking in that direction. That was malbs, right? And then Cynic before that. Beautiful work with the Scout, right? Not overexposing himself, jiggle peeking back and forth, using that movement speed advantage very, very well.
Oh, don't take time. Don't take time. They have to chase this, right? They've got the money. They have to chase this.
Yeah, they're going.
Oh, it's such a good opportunity. Wow, they're going to let him keep it.
I mean, look, you also get 3 rifles, right? And you don't have to really invest into this next round, so it's kind of worth it.
Yeah, they're double
eco. And not risk it.
They're going to buy down regardless. I understand the logic. The 3 rifles are a huge boon, but man, if he got clocked, it would be so bad for TeamOne.
Oh, for sure. That was already bad for TeamOne that entire round because Cynic with those 2 headshots from the Scout just so very incredible for Nouns, and then after that, everything started to fall apart for TeamOne. So let's see if they can recover here on a pistol round of their own. Do have that AK. His hands, and already MarKE spamming down, doing some damage, but it's actually IDK to take down B-Wills. The lone rifle already dealing out the damage. The thing is, they just don't have that much to work with on this attempted B hit. The nade sails forward and doesn't do any damage. Is that smoke going to be good? Yes, it is. So still in control for Nouns, but the rifle is up in IDK's hands, who has been the most dangerous player here on Mirage.
It's definitely
almost matching MarKE blow for blow, Mike.
Yeah, trying to keep pace for sure. Oh, spots Carson. That's going to sell this a lot too. They've only seen IDK though, so they're not rotating heavily. They're going to leave CJ on the other site. He's playing ticket, so may just wind up falling off if he realizes that there's numbers coming through. And at this point, IDK is going to be looking in towards mid to group up with his teammates. I thought, but he thought not. Or he thought yes? I don't know what he's thinking anymore.
It's something.
Again, so that might have been IDK. Second players here, they've taken too much time in getting in, so a little bit of reinforcements, but they want to win the round. They're okay with conceding the bomb plant. They want to win the round. Oh, no. Oh, that has to be a miscom. Maluk must have thought IDK was further up because he was not covered from catwalk at all, and that's going to be a disaster. No bomb plant. Certainly no round win.
Oh, the bomb plant could have been so helpful for them heading into a round where they're very limited economically. It would have meant Deagles or perhaps Tech 9s. Instead, 3 of the 5 players below the 2K mark, so they can't really invest that much at all. Malbs gets a couple of flashbangs. You have the P250 in IDK's hands, but that's probably the end of it. Yeah. Oh, boy. That is a rough go for TeamOne. You're right, Mike. I think it was a miscomm because he had to have felt he was covered to go for that exposed of a plant. Anyway, CJ could be farming some frags here. There's 1, 2. B-Wills gets a third. CJ and B-Wills getting 4 combined. And it's all down to Malbs. And I believe this position might be known. Well, it wasn't. But B-Wills found him quickly and got the 3K. So easy peasy for Nouns.
A pretty ideal start to this half. Right, the economy even into this buy is in a bit of turmoil for TeamOne. It's not gonna be clean exactly. Meanwhile, on the other side, you've got a full buy in the tank at minimum. Cash has been built up. Yes, MarKE's bringing an MP9 in here, but frankly, he doesn't even have to. He could buy into this, but knowing MarKE, he's gonna do just fine with an SMG. So let's see what TeamOne have. They need to start applying this pressure early, the Nouns, because this is where a CT side of Mirage gets downright comfortable.
Yep. Getting into dangerous territory for TeamOne.
It's a play out, eh? They're going fast. They're accelerating.
It's not a bad idea.
They've got the first kill as well. Trade is there. Cynic, though, he's going to go down. That's the thing they're lacking. They don't have the op. Cynic couldn't contest against Maluk here. Bomb's now going to be planted. Is there utility to chase it off? There is. It's a little late, so bomb's down. It doesn't do that much damage. Ooh, stuff over. Oh, that's a labored spray. And IDK will come out on top of it. He's going to be dead, but they're just jumping through the choke points now. That was disastrous. It is a bonus round, so doing economic damage isn't the worst thing in the world. But at this point, it's just MarKE who may catch the op here. Will catch the op here. That's what he's thinking, but he's going to get cut off. Unless he sticks around in the palace, this could get rough. Woo! There you go. No, certainly not. We've got a game on our hands, folks. That was the round. That was the first real test for TeamOne. They had to overcome it, because they just weren't going to get a good chance here in the second half. Now, anyone's game. Off to the races.
Yeah,
feeling like we're going the distance, John.
Definitely. I mean, it's been back and forth the whole way here on Mirage. Maluk, ooh, does connect on the shot, but it's a leg shot, so B-Wills gets a second chance at life here. Limping along with an op bullet in his leg. Or probably through it. Maluk.
He's got thick thighs. Could be in it.
Yeah, you never know.
Squats 5,000.
I don't think the thickness of the thigh matters when the velocity of a...
Sure it does. Thick enough thigh stops the bullet.
Velocity.
Yeah, he's just got buns of steel. He can catch a bullet.
Maybe if you have like armor in your body.
You don't know him. You don't know his life.
I don't know. True.
Got them adamantium bones.
Jeez.
Ooh, nice nade. TRK will catch that. I'm gonna try and chase it back the other way, which says that there were a few players here in the courtyard. No commitment just yet from TeamOne. Starting to run the clock down. They're going to take some mid-late 50 seconds. It's a long time ago, but you do remember there were some rounds where they just kind of ran out of time.
Yes.
I'm starting to just get just a pinch nervous. Okay, execute's coming in for A. They are going to go through. This should be just fine unless the op stalls them out in a big way. Palace player coming out. Cynic's holding for this. He's got that, though. And there's a firebox play still. This could drop the bomb. Uh-oh. Oh, they don't know. Oh, they don't know. Now they can't plant. The stairs player could bail them out, but this is chaotic. They're running out of time. And TRK. Oh, that op shot goes wide. Cynic moving. Again, the plagued oppers just not having a great time. And that allows the bomb to get down. If TRK went down, this round would have been over. It still is. But at least that bomb money's going to come through.
Yeah, both oppers having a little bit of trouble with their movement. Some of the shots admittedly look like they should be on, a couple of them in fact, but that one definitely way too much movement from Cynic. Either way, they still get it, and he gets himself a couple. Nouns find themselves an 11th, but I mean, likely going to be another pretty strong buy from TeamOne. Yes.
I think it's an indication of how much respect's being shown for each side. They both know that if they spend anything more than the time they have to be in a position, they're going to die to the trade. So they're trying to get those shots and get out of there so quickly. They're so nervous and twitchy that you're seeing the aim offset. And yeah, I mean, we've seen it for both of them. Oh, fast B play. Or, sorry, A, rather. A. The exact opposite. Fast A play, it looks like util over and in with the Tech 9s. This can be lethal, especially with the ticket setup that we're seeing. Oh, they know. They know. Can they
have
collect
the plant
anything?
More than likely.
Almost certainly.
The bomb here.
They're going to find a ticket. This could be huge. Mobs deletes. Now the game is afoot. The round is on. Try and battle forward. That's a collat. All right, Cynic. Better get that bomb planted because you're running out of time. MarKE, he knows the cheeky plays because that's the play he would make. So why not? He'll corral it. Know where the last is, and MarKE gets it done with a USP.
Well done by MarKE, who's already at 27 frags, another 3K under his belt, and a 12th round for Nouns. That was really well done, well recovered by the Nouns side. But the thing is, for TeamOne, it was a light investment. They just wanted to get the bomb planted, and that's what they achieved. So this next buy-up is a lot more potent than it would have been.
I mean, a really successful round. 3 kills as well. Massive economic damage.
Yes.
I mean, you see the banks are pretty depleted over on the Nouns side. You create a prime opportunity here, and now's where you capitalize. So that last one was the setup. That was the strike to get them on the green. Now this is the putt to put it in the hole.
Quick smoke thrown by TeamOne for window. Cynic tries to pre-fire the corner. It doesn't work. I shouldn't say pre-fire, just spam through the smoke and it doesn't happen. Pesa down to 45. But he's still going to try and venture here into connector once this Molotov dissipates, which he hears, and there he goes. Gains the space, throws that smoke in. Just wants to try and section off some angles for himself and take this fight into jungle, maybe. He wills.
It's
I'm
mostly
stuck here
about
for the time being.
keeping what's happening in mid a bit of a mystery. That Molotov's well timed. Smoke bounce all the way through to cover it. Well, they're just going to go through it. Certainly. Woo, that's spotted. Carson says, no thank you. I'm out. But their position rumbled, their information given up. TeamOne wants to change it up, and now we start to get into questions of time again. They have presence in mid, and Nouns have completely rotated off of A, having seen all of that presence back in the apps, but they're rotating 45 seconds. They need to get back onto this control because right now there's a player in con. Now they're hearing the utility in mid. That's got to signal not just CJ on this rotate. They need to start bringing reinforcements over it. Right now it's just this man. It's just CJ. He's playing passive. Smoke's going up in jungle. Now that's told the story. Okay, this is coming through. They're likely going to concede a bomb plant. It's about holding onto this position at ticket to set up for that retake.
I think CJ peeks.
Got one. Looking for more. The flashbangs are there. Didn't realize the player was wide. It's a heavy exchange, but it comes out in favor of the Nouns. The bomb's not down. The bomb fought in the ticket. They don't have time. 10 seconds. IDK is fighting forward. He has to escape. Now there's no cover. Now there's no control. IDK burned. That's going to be the round. The clock again undoes TeamOne. They could not fight that bomb forward, and it's a disaster.
Oh, goodness. TeamOne just waiting a little bit too long to get a move onto the A site. And, I mean, had they gone a little bit sooner, even with 30 seconds on the clock, they would have realized the site was completely vacant. It was an interesting gamble from Nouns, right? And it could have cost them immensely, but because TeamOne takes so very long to get onto the site, they show their hand, and Nouns full on rotate. Luckily for them, CJ was still around near ticket, gets one on a mini peek, and then eventually will go down. But by the time he gets that one, reinforcements have arrived. The trades are good. Nouns gets the advantage and never loses grasp of it. So now we go in. Luke had the op, but he is dead, and TRK does manage to recover it immediately, but this has already likely been read by Nouns. Good flashbang thrown. Cynic has to fall off here. MarKE supporting, so is Carson. Good shot from TRK. It's just pistols outside of the op, so it's going to have to do a lot more work than that.
We've got 3 players here. Ready for this play around. IDK jumping up on the van. He's donezo. There's the peek in. The bomb dropped. It's just that op in apartments. And TRK has been locked on this angle because he doesn't know what else to do. At this point, he is a marked man, and he knows it. Getting away from this will be a challenge. Half his health gone. That's a ripper of a shot. And I'm not sure Nouns want to give him too many more. They know they can just play contained. They know this is nigh on hopeless for him to actually get out. They might let him take this off and leave because they've got him hemmed in. That's great from Cynic. 3 massive kills and 14 on the board. The money looking a little rough here for TeamOne. Starting to be scary season if you're a TeamOne fan.
Yeah, they should be able to get AKs though. So that, I mean, even the op comes out. TRK is going to drop that for Maluk, and there you go. Have to sacrifice a little bit of utility to get that op in play, but I think it's worth it. TeamOne, a decisive round, to say the least. But at the same time, they do have the full loss bonus to fall back on. So a bomb plant, even if they lose the round, they get the bomb plant, they'll be okay. Of course, that's not the plan. They want to win. They want to get this through and make it 14-11. And they've already set up 3 players towards the A site. The bomb is there, and they're going to have a 4th joining them very shortly. That's Pesa, who is throwing some utility towards mid in the early round. The peek comes through, and it's lethal for TeamOne. Cynic and CJ drop 2 simultaneously, and IDK is on life support. 5v3. Ay.
They've got a really tough decision to make here. Your money's going to be putrid. Your Axe Max loss bonus at this point, but I mean, what are you even trying to do? You're trying to battle out. Pesa wants to be the hero. He found the first.
Yeah.
But they need a whole lot more of this. This is just simply not good enough. On this smoke fade, TRK might be a dead man. He's committing a lot to this. There's a spot. I know he's here. House player's going to try and get out. Pace's managed to drop down, but he misses the shot. He only gets 1 chance at this, and MarKE secures series point now for Nouns. 30 kills through 25 rounds for MarKE. He has dominated here on Mirage, and now they just need 1 more round.
Didn't really slow up on that pace when I was talking about it, Mike. I said he might hit 35. He's already at 30. It's possible that he gets to that point, but if they win here, well, I mean, he won't really need to, and I think that Nouns will be pretty happy with that. TeamOne, I mentioned it. Their money would not be good without a bomb plant, and it isn't. They only have 2 smokes left now after that initial volley of utility and 1 Molotov. The flashbangs might have to do it. MarKE plays aggressively, gets 1, and only 1. Maluk gets the trade and settles things down once more.
Just trying to go for the death blow, but in doing so, a 1-for-1 exchange is not exactly what they're hoping for. IDK.
Oh, IDK, that's
just makes a play through the smoke, hoping no one was watching. Tries to go for the cheeky play, and he's given the advantage back over. So now, Nouns thinking the lucky stars for that one, served on a silver platter. It's going to be pressure onto Carson. He's got a smoke. Not a lot else, and rotations are going to be a little slow in reaching him. So as soon as he detects presence, he's going to be screaming for support. But it's about getting as much damage as he can before he likely goes down here. Here's the flashbangs. Here's the drops. He knows they're here. Oh, he's got 1. He's done enough. He's done enough. That 1 should set up his teammates. They still got the advantage into it. The bomb's being planted. Now they know that should be their opportunity to get out of these choke points. They're going to wait and group as 3. Utility's sailing over, softening up these targets. TRK and Maluk, who's going to step to the forefront. Maluk swings. He's got 1. Almost the second unreal aim from the veteran. But it's got to be TRK now. He's alone. A man on an island. 2 to find, and 2 too many. 16-10. This one ends. Nouns move on. They will await whatever challenger in the final of this qualifier. They make it through to the last hurdle. Just 1 more series, and we might see the Nouns at IEM Dallas.
I just want to say a little detail that might get overlooked there is the flashbang thrown by Cynic for Carson when Carson was on that B site. Because if the flash doesn't get thrown, Carson is pretty much dead to rights. Instead, he gets 1 before going down. So little details make a big difference in Counter-Strike. And in general, I mean, that